Happy New Year. I hope you all had a great holiday. And it's nice, though, to get back into the routine of things again. I actually like routine because it enables me to schedule my days, and I have an element of predictability. I can have a little bit more control over what I'm eating, my workouts, and all that stuff. The holidays were pretty good. I ate relatively healthy. I mean, there were some exceptions there, like when I was at the movies with my kids, I had unbuttered popcorn, little things like that. Having my kids over for over a week can be challenging at times too, because they're not eating the same way I do, so I have to accommodate for them as well, which requires me to cook meals and stuff. And so I ended up eating more cooked food than what I normally would have, but still, again, keeping it vegan, keeping it low fat. But yeah, it's nice to now get started again in the new year, a fresh start. Do I have any New Year's resolutions? Not really. I just have goals, and these are long-term goals that I'm working on all the time. So it's not like I look at, there is an element of the new year. There's a certain level of excitement that, you can do things a little bit more differently this time than what you did last year to further improve yourself. But really, I am just on a journey in life, and a part of that journey is I want to become the best person that I can possibly become. And that is in all areas of life, from, fitness, health and fitness, to social relationships, spirituality, and financial. So I have these goals, and I'm working at them all the time in these different areas of my life, and it kind of all comes together as one person. But this channel here is more geared towards the health and fitness side and what I'm doing as a vegan, which is the 80-10-10 low-fat, raw vegan. I'm not 100% raw, but that is, if there is, one area of my life that I'm going to really, fine tune is in the area of what I'm eating, and pushing towards 100% raw. I really want to do this. Not that I believe that 100% raw is necessarily a guarantee of longevity, because if you look at certain cultures where people, the average age is 100 years old, and a healthy 100 years old, they didn't eat raw. They cooked food, but it was still tended to be more plant-based than it was animal-based. And so there's a good book, and by what's his name? John Robbins. Baskin Robbins, not Baskin. Baskin was his uncle. Robbins, Baskin and Robbins. Well, the son wrote a book on these, I believe it was 4 different cultures throughout the world, where there was a whole history of these people living to be well over 100 in some cases, and being vital to the very last days of their life. And yet, and what their diets tended to consist of was mostly plant-based foods with some animal in their diet, but that was minimal. Anyways, I'm kind of sidetracking here. Nevertheless, yeah, I'm getting what I was talking about, cooked versus raw. I don't know if there's any solid evidence out there to suggest that eating 100% raw is a healthier way of eating. I just know how I feel. And And when I mean eating 100% raw, I don't just mean eating anything. I mean eating low fat, predominantly fruits. That's where you get most of your calories from, and vegetables. And in the vegetable department, mostly leafy green vegetables. So I find when I eat that way, and I have eaten that way 100% for periods of time, and the longest being about 6 months. And when I do that, I do feel amazing. I hit a level of health that I'm not experiencing I'm getting tongue twisted here. I'm not experiencing right now while I'm eating cooked food. Even though the cooked food I'm eating is healthy, there's just something. It could be the combination of foods too, and I'm going to try to improve in that area of my life as well, moving more towards the mono meals and having the right combinations. So there's always room for improvement, and that's the thing. You know, like I hear people just coming from a sad diet to eating 100% fruits and vegetables, and within 2 weeks or a month they're just dying. They're not doing well on it at all, and they're having real struggles. Well, what do you expect? You're doing a 180 here. You know, you've been in the habit of eating a certain way for a long period of time, probably most of your life, and then suddenly you expect that, oh, I'm going to change the program. No, your body will protest. It's not. Habits are ingrained behavioral patterns, and it takes years for you to reprogram yourself. This is what you're doing when you're changing your diet, and you're changing your way of living. You are reprogramming behavioral patterns that are so ingrained, and this does not happen immediately. So, you know, great. You know, you've come to this diet. You've jumped right into it 100%. That's wonderful. You will, though, have challenges up ahead, and don't get discouraged by those challenges. Don't get discouraged if you kind of, you know, deviate from your intentions, because again, this is a long journey, and you know, if you screw up, if you make mistakes along the way, that's good. Though, dare to make mistakes. It's good. You learn from that. When you're eating, you know, let's say you're 100% low-fat raw vegan for a period of time, and then something happens and you slip up and you end up eating something that you don't want to eat anymore. Just reflect on what happened. Why did it happen? Learn from that mistake, and then you'll become a better person for it. So this is just really a random video. I just thought it's been a while since I put one up, and just wanted to introduce the new year. So I've got a lot on the go in my life for this year. I'm going to be doing the Canadian Securities course. That's for you know, basically if you want to work in the world of finance, like being an investment advisor. Where am I going with this? I'm not sure yet. It is an area, though, that I'm keenly interested in. I do invest on a personal level. So, you know, it's just something that I feel very compelled to do. So that's going to take up some time in my life. I'm going to continue with my art and continue to do these videos. And also I'm working a couple of days in a week in the building that I live in to fill in for the property manager that's here. So it's going to be a busy life. That's good. I love busy. I love every day having goals to set and things to do. So do I have anything else to say? Not right now. Just eat fruits and vegetables and have fun and get a good night's sleep and be happy, be generous. God bless and peace be with you. Bye.